Dingus and Dongus.
Hey, Michael.
Episode 49.
For pervert sites on Facebook because apparently Facebook knows I'm a perv.
Oh.
But the best part about it is that the titles of the articles: pierced pokies.
80s pics. 80 pics of pierced pokies.
Like,
I'm amazed that that's on Facebook. Like, they're allowing that. That's awesome.
it's amazing. And honestly, like, every once in a while I'll take a look.
Yeah, and that's why they keep coming up.
Yeah. But, like, I think my favorite part is, like, the title of the article. Pierced pokies and fabulous down blouses.
Are you British?
I guess I am.
Well, I guess if we wanted to follow that thread, there was, so bear with me here,
Okay.
a large portion, or a good chunk of China was under British rule for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And China likes to pretend that Taiwan is China.
Mm-hmm.
So you're British.
Yes, that's how logic works. That's how well, I just forgot all my math, so never mind. Let's not go down that route. That's that law. It's that law, right? In math.
Yes.
Yeah, that one. It's literally called that one.
Oh.
Because nobody can remember it. Nobody meaning me.
No, I'm curious. How do you feel about the whole Taiwanese, Chinese thing?
My opinion is if Taiwan doesn't want to be a part of China, China should back off. If they want to go back to China, then go ahead.
Got it.
Yeah,
Do you want it to be part of China?
I don't give a fuck.
Fair.
It really doesn't matter to me either way. Like I talked about it loosely with my family,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't get the impression that anybody really cares either way. They
No.
just want it to be done.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
If I'm going to pick one, gotta
Yeah.
care.
Exactly. That's literally like when I went to visit my parents the other day, or other weekend. That's basically the gist of it. It's like, I don't care anymore. Just like choose one and get it over with.
Fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you have it.
I'm sure there's like very nuanced discussions to be had.
No,
but,
none. Zero.
But there's dingus and dongus.
Yeah, pick one. I have no right to say either way.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I'm so far removed from, that political arena that, I'm with my parents. Like, whatever my parents think,
Cool.
okay, yeah. Let's go with that one.
And they don't care.
Yeah. So that means one less thing for me to work, even spend time on.
And here we are.
Hell yeah.
You're welcome, you British bastard.
We're talking about dicks.
Yeah, dick dicks and pierced pokies.
Yeah. 80 pics.
80 pics of dick dicks. I would love that website.
Yeah. Do you think any of them were traced?
No.
Nah.
No. They're all individual dick dicks found in the wild.
Okay.
And they're very cute.
They are very cute. I was actually just looking at pictures of dick dicks.
Yeah. And then maybe there's one where there's two of them playing together. Little dick dance.
What's a group of dick dicks called? A bag of dick dicks?
I don't know. Let's find out. You tell us, audience.
Yeah.
What's a group of dick dicks called?
And the answer better be a bag of.
Or parliament.
Parliament of dick dicks? That sounds like an obscure, fourth branch within the DC universe. Because you got the green, you got the red, you got the rot. They all got parliaments. and then you got the Parliament of Dick Dicks.
Yes. We read a book about a dick.
Yeah.
Dick Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
Written by, apparently, the Allred family, clan, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, written, colored, and inked by various
Allred
people.
You think it's like literally a family business? Like the original creator of Dick Tracy was an Allred, and it's just like passed down through the generations.
That'd be cool. It wouldn't save this book from sucking, but that'd be cool.
No. Yeah. You're very right. It fucking blew. But at the same time, I loved it because I learned his name is Richard, making him Dick Tracy. Which is why I was bringing up the Trace thing.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dick Tracy.
Why couldn't the character have been a Dick named Tracy? Last name Tracy.
Still got the yellow hat and coat though.
Yeah, it has to.
Yeah.
That would be even if the story was horrible, it would instantly make it better. It could have been the same exact story we just read, but with a Dick and a yellow coat and hat. Infinitely better.
It would have added some eye candy.
Yeah. Something to enjoy.
Right.
Oh, man, this book was so bad. The art was bad. The story was bad. It was just bad.
It was
so bad. So I chose this book because I had never read any Dick Tracy anything. Mm-hmm. I watched the movie when I was younger, and I played the Nintendo game.
Yeah.
And they were fine. I just remember very caricatured characters. And that's pretty much it. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll see what Dick Tracy books are out there. And it's my understanding it was just like strips and some other publications. Mm-hmm. So I found this that fit what we do.
Right.
And I was like, cool, put it on the list.
So it's a very similar situation with the Rocketeer.
That's like, exactly what happened. That's why one came after the other.
Yeah. So you were kind of semi-nostalgia, like pop culture history diving.
Exactly. That's exactly where the last 2 episodes ago, last comic I picked and this comic came from. Was very specifically that. Not that I was super interested in either character.
Yeah.
But it was like, well, we know about it. I'm sure you knew who Dick Tracy was. Mm-hmm. Let's read.
Yeah.
And it was a mistake, and I'm sorry.
It's okay, because it gives us plenty to rip on.
Yeah. My favorite thing was how... I don't know when it took place, like year-wise.
Oh, yeah. It's not... Well, it's definitely modern day, because there is smartphones.
Well...
But... They speak like it's the fucking 20s.
So it's a little bit of both, and it's very confusing because they also have steamships, and then they have
they do
desk phones that are wired, like the old like rotophones. But then also we have flat screen televisions in the same panel with the rotophones and the old timey talk, and their cell phones. And even a mention of the net by a little boy.
Yeah.
Which is their version of the internet.
Right.
So, and then they have like the old 20s and 30s automobiles. Mm-hmm. Make up your fucking mind. Like, where are we in this time frame? Is it new? Is it old? I understand Dick Tracy had gadgets and shit. That's fine. A lot of fiction has gadgets that fits the era that it's supposed to be in that has future tech also. Like, he has a gadget smartwatch thing.
Yeah.
That's supposed to happen. But, like, an actual smartphone?
Right.
And the internet? Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
it was just all over the place.
Yeah, it feels like a weird alternate history thing that doesn't quite make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't link up.
Yeah.
Like, how do you have fucking smartphones and the internet but are still on steamships?
Right?
How does this happen?
And a lot of it just... It read... I don't know. Like... I'm making judgments on the people who worked on the book. But it feels like they're all right wing.
Well, they're all red.
I mean, like, there's one passage about government sucks. We can only trust, we gotta stick to our cop who is super by the book and admits to just murdering people.
Yeah. He's like, I'll shoot people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you can shoot at me, but I will kill you.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Well, I don't, or I'll shoot to kill, or something.
Right. It's bad. There's nothing likable about this book.
Zero. Yeah. I was under the impression it'd be more Noir-y.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
This is just an angry cop, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, the story goes from him trying to clean up a city, and then he gets framed for, like, killing a cop or whatever, so the bad guys can keep being bad guys.
Right.
And then it's the mission of him undoing that, right? But that's been told a million times. And that's fine to retell a story, just do it well.
Right. Don't make mistakes where you're portraying a veteran cop on the force and have them touch evidence without a glove.
Right, yeah. And then just give it to, like, the security guard cop guy. It wasn't
It's
even...
not even a... Yeah, it's like the guy watching people drive in.
Right.
He's a parking deck.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, still
Security.
an officer of the law, I
Right.
guess. But don't just give it to that guy.
Right.
I found some dynamite strapped to the bottom of my car. It's not going to him
No.
at all. And I'm getting away from the car. I'm not even touching the fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you live in this weird science-y fiction, but also old school land. Get a robot named Tiny Tim to go in there with a little flapper hat or something and pull that off.
Oh. Yeah. And then you got stuff like when the dead or alive warrant was issued for Dick Tracy. His response to there being a warrant out is this wouldn't, stand up for 5 minutes in court. But the thing is, it went to the court because the court issued the warrant.
Right.
It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, we have a cop who admits to being a murderer and has no grasp of how the law works.
None. And he operates above the law, too.
Right?
So, or tries to operate. Well, I can't necessarily above law. He acts like he's above the law, is a better way to put it.
Yeah. And then I guess it kind of got me thinking, like, well, was Dick Tracy named Dick Tracy because he really is a dick? But at the same time, from my reading of this book, the creator, well, I don't know. Maybe the current authors didn't get the joke.
Could be.
He's a dick.
Yeah, could be. I don't know. But it's aggravating because for whatever reason, having not even read the original or early Dick Tracy stuff, I feel like this does an injustice to that material.
Yeah.
I know that ultimately Dick Tracy's a good guy. It's supposed to be the character, not necessarily in this book. Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be a wholesome good guy that fights the bad guys. It's supposed to be very black and white, and this isn't that.
No, it's all over the place.
Right.
And also I want to talk about the hands. Like, everybody in the book looks like they have, like, severe arthritis.
Well, they're supposed to be caricatures. Like, some of the noses are fucked.
Yeah.
You got bendy nose, you got ding dong nose.
Yes, I think at least two of the characters had a nose for a head.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep, two of them did. The doctor guy that had the revitalized serum, and then Shark Head, or Shark Moron.
Yeah.
Moron. Sharky Moron.
But I do understand where, all those old Bugs Bunny cartoons got their names from.
Yeah.
It's definitely Dick Tracy. Is he a fucking flat top?
Well, I remember Flat Top specifically from the movie.
Yeah.
So I'm curious if he was also one of the original gangsters.
Yeah, possibly.
Like, it seems like that Flat Top is probably one of the more iconic gangsters of the Dick Tracy realm.
And I also noticed Clamps.
Yes.
Futurama.
Yes.
I was like, oh yeah, hey, Clamps.
Probably my favorite.
Yep.
This is a little cameo and doesn't really do much clamping.
No, he basically shows up, has like a lion and gets beaten up by Dick Tracy.
Well, that's later. He shows up earlier too.
Oh, yeah?
For like a panel or two.
Okay.
Like an introductory something, and then he disappears.
Gotcha. I don't remember, but was he wearing yellow? I hope he was. Because
I don't remember.
Clamps was yellow.
Yeah.
And then you also have the quantum entangled piece of rock.
Yep.
What?
Yep. Just a little pebble.
They just, what do they do? They just like chip a little bit and then just like...
And put it in shit.
What?
They, the little kid, I guess, takes his slingshot and then like slingshots. I forget what the old guy said, but I think they just put some of the rock in like gum or something and then just fling it with the slingshot. And then they have cameras everywhere. That's fine. It's fucking fine.
That's definitely how rocks work. and quantum theory that it all checks out. It literally was just a hunk of rock in a box.
Yes.
And that's Dick Tracy's phone.
Yes.
It's a hollow shell with a piece of rock in it.
Yeah. Like,
there's there's nothing else except that little piece of rock.
Yes. I can't even make jokes. That's just what it is.
Yeah. Like, and people thought it was a good idea. Mm-hmm. Like the writers thought it was good. The publishers were totally cool with it. Somehow.
It's so bad.
It's awful. Let me tell you a little story. So, this book was listed as free to read if you have, Comixology Unlimited, which I do. Mm-hmm. Probably a bad idea for me to have it now, but that's a totally off topic. So I was like, okay, great. Turns out whatever was on the back end of Amazon wasn't working, so I couldn't get it for free.
Okay.
Like, well, shit. It's only $6. I'm just gonna buy it. Now I regret that decision. But the good thing is, I did reach out to Amazon and they're like, okay, just take a screenshot saying it's for free and we'll issue a refund. So that's gonna be what I'm gonna do tonight. Yeah. So you give my $6 back because they do not deserve $6.
No, I hope the thing is still there.
Yeah.
Like, and you get the money back. If not, I'll give you $3.
I just want to make sure, one, these guys. Oh, I feel bad. No, I'm not gonna feel bad. These guys don't deserve $6.
No.
And Amazon doesn't deserve whatever the fuck they take from that $6 because fuck Amazon and their non-working platform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the thing didn't work. The didn't work for you to be able to read it unlimited, which you pay for.
Yep.
Then you bought it, and it wasn't worth the $6. You just got fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
And the thing with like fucking digital purchases, there's no refund. Not unless you like work shit out.
Right.
And yeah.
Put the effort in.
Yeah. That's like
I'm super curious if everything else the Allred clan have written sucks this much.
I don't know if I actually want to find out.
I'm not going to read anything. I see Allred and I go, oh no.
All no.
All no. To Allred.
The good thing is though it's 4 issues, so it's
you can burn through it. Yeah. But don't. Just don't.
When I was reading it, I did like at one point found myself just like, I'm just scanning the page because like I know what I'm reading is not important, like
None
at
of
all.
It. No.
Like all of it is poorly written dialogue, mimicking old-timey speak or whatever, and plot-wise, I mean, what plot?
That, like, you figure that out. You could, I'd have to really look. I think if you pulled, like, maybe 6 panels from across 4 books and put them together, you have the whole story.
Right.
In a nutshell. Like, shows up, cops, dynamite, lady, done.
Right.
Or something like that.
Oh. Yeah, it's a bad book. Don't read it.
I don't think we've read something this bad.
No, I mean, like...
a long time, if at all. There's been bad books.
Yeah, like even Rocketeer had some redeeming value to it. Whereas this is just literally all over. Well, actually, no. I do appreciate the little collages of prior, Dick Tracy stuff in the first couple pages.
Yep.
That set the mood.
Yep.
And it got me excited to read the book. And then when I got to the actual story, like 3, 4, 5 pages in, it was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
This is no good.
Yeah, it was cool to see the little faded background collage thing.
Right.
That was neat.
Yeah.
So.
That was nice.
Yeah.
And that's the only nice thing I'm going to say about this book. Well, this time we went with Immolation, Acts of God, released this year. I forgot when this year, but sometime this year.
This year being 2022.
Yes. Just in case.
Just in case anyone from 2018 is listening.
Yes.
Like, they travel back in time before the pandemic, discover us, listen for 49 episodes, get distracted, and don't stop the pandemic.
Sorry, guys. We're too good.
You're welcome, Big Pharma.
Oh, raking in that sweet vaccine money, huh?
This album ripped.
I fucking love Immolation and this album.
Yes.
So much. Fuck.
Yeah, it's a really good goddamn death metal album.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so one thing I wanted to say before we start dissecting anything is, for whatever reason, I'm sort of more used to like angular song structure with them.
Okay.
If that makes sense, like kind of change direction, jaggedness.
Yeah.
There's a lot less of that in this album.
Yep.
And it has riff after goddamn riff. I'm not saying either is better than the other, just a notice in change of sound.
It feels really focused.
Yes.
Is the best way I would describe it. Like, I know with, like what you were saying, like angular, like lots of like changes where it almost seems like it shouldn't work, but it does.
Yeah, right.
Like, you hear that a lot, like, I feel like in the middle era, like, Close to the World Below, Unholy Cult, and stuff around that era. I kind of fell off a bit after Shadows in the Light, but I forgot where I was going with that.
I hadn't listened to much of that later stuff. This one, and then the one before this one, I listened to like twice.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like, I think Atonement and Kingdom of Conspiracy.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, those I didn't listen to much. It felt a little like they're treading water. But this fucking album
rules.
Fucking amazing.
There is one track, the ending for a lot of the tracks actually they kind of had the same formula almost, where it kind of zoned out riffing sound. Like, it's not actual, I don't know how to describe it. It's noise, guitar noise.
Yeah.
That's like kind of droning.
It's more
towards the end of each song.
Right. Like, instead of like just hard riffing, it's more of building atmosphere.
Yeah, absolutely. But I bring that up because specifically, what was it? Track 3 or 4, I can't remember now. The ending sounded like something I would hear on the radio.
Yeah.
Because my truck CD player stopped playing CDs. So I was like, my life is ruined in the truck. So I have to bounce around radio looking for no commercials. I don't really care what music is playing as long as there's no commercials. So it sounds like something that would be on one of the rock stations.
Okay.
And I was trying to pinpoint what the sound sounded like, and then it occurred to me that segment of their atmosphere building stuff at the end of that song sounds like a fucking Godsmack song.
No shit.
But I couldn't tell you which. It just sounds like Godsmack would take that segment,
Yeah.
which was simplistic or whatever, and they would build an entire song based off of that tiny bit.
Okay.
Whereas, like, Immolation, clearly, that's just a tiny segment of the song.
Right.
But I was like, oh, that's Godsmack. That's what that is right there. And I 3 or 4 at the end. I can't remember which track. So I thought that was interesting. I was like, oh.
You should tell me which song it is afterwards.
I will.
I'm going to check it out.
I will.
The thing with this particular album is, like, for me at least, when I listen to Immolation, like, the image in my head is literally the world burning. Like, it's soundtrack to an apocalypse.
Yeah.
Every single fucking album is. And this one, like, captures that so fucking well. Again.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like I said earlier, everything's so fucking focused. Everything's straight to the point. I don't think there's a song longer than, like, 4 minutes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah. And I do recall, earlier albums or, the earlier material, some of them was, they had longer songs, but with this one, it's like 3 to 4 minutes max per song.
Gets what it needs out and does it really well.
Oh, yeah. One particular song that really stood out to me is, I think it's called Incineration Procession. Oh, that song's so cool because, like, it starts with this really simple, like, guitar riff. Well, it's not even a riff. It's, like, just an idea. And then it just builds and builds and builds upon that idea. It's like, dude, you guys are basically playing the same riff for, like, half the song, but it just keeps getting better and better.
Right. Yeah.
It's like stuff like that. It's like, oh, I fucking love it.
Well, I love that right off the rip, like, the first guitar solo you hear blows you away. Like, I love guitar solos. Like, who doesn't?
Yeah.
But there's some that just kind of exist.
Right.
And then there's some that punch you in the dick. And the first solo out of these guys on this album punched you right in the dick. It was so good. It, like, chunky rhythm riff straight into amazing guitar solo. And then I promptly went clickety-clack to write that down in my notes because it was that impressive. I was like, yes!
Speaking of, like, shit that kind of give you a visceral reaction, the ending of second to last track, I think it's called Let the Darkness In. That last, like, riff section of the song, like, when I first heard it, I don't know if I was just, like, feeling kind of meh, like, physically just meh at the time, but, like, when that section came on, I actually felt kind of sick.
Nice.
And I was like, that's a good riff. Like, it actually made me feel a little ill listening to this. So that's kind of my stamp of approval.
Yeah.
Thank you for making me, like, feel bad. Thank you, Immolation.
That was so good. And I'm trying to picture, like, where do they go from here? Do they can just keep playing this, right? Like, yeah.
Just do this album over and over again, and I'm not gonna complain. You'll just be the new bolt thrower, which we need.
Yes.
Like, desperately.
Yep.
And just be the new bolt thrower, where you play the exact same thing for every fucking album.
Yeah, perfect.
I remember when this when we added this to our list, it was after the Immolation show.
Right, with Imperial Triumphant, yeah.
And it's very rare for me to, like, go see a show as like, oh, I should probably check out this new shit.
Right, I was like, this is a new song. Usually my reaction is like, meh.
Yeah.
Go grab a beer, whatever.
Right.
Here we are talking about it because it left an impact. Like,
oh yeah, it's so fucking good. Like, I don't know how many 20 22 albums we've covered this year. But this is on track to being album of the year for me.
Yeah. I don't think we've covered many 2022 albums.
No, I think we did Blue Dust Nord.
Mm-hmm.
We got Voivod coming up.
Yep.
But
spoiler.
Oh, we have Voivod's Roar coming up. We're also going to talk about Dimension Hate Frost and Nothing Face. We're not going to talk about the album they released this year, though.
Nope. Not at all.
Nope.
Tune in to see if we're lying.
Please. But you guys should all buy like 10 copies of this album because they fucking deserve it.
Seriously, they nailed it. They're old as fuck and deserve the money.
Yeah.
So.
And it's like I even listen to, I listen to it on my computer, I listen to my car, I listen to it on my headphones, and each different, setting or whatever, I'm picking up something different.
Right.
Especially with the headphones, because, everything's nice and isolated on left and right. Man, they fucking... Whew.
So I don't have any of their LPs. I will buy this one, I think.
Yeah.
Or, if I'm lucky, maybe they'll play Mass Destruction and then just give me one.
Hell yeah. Signed and everything.
Yes. I don't even care if it's signed.
Yeah.
And it's like, I give you lots of money to play and I get album. Thank you.
It's like a little a parting gift from the band.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I get a lot of those.
Yeah.
So.
Hell yeah.
I appreciate it. Shirts and sometimes LPs.
Sick. Well, you heard it, Immolation. I guess you're booked for next year. It's done.
Yeah.
How amazing would it be if that actually worked? How crazy is it? It seems like it's only recently that Immolation's getting like headlining slots.
I don't know. Like for tours, yeah, they've been support slots for years, but they've headlined festivals.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, though they deserve proper. Well, they're going on tour with Cannibal Corpse, and they're 3. It's really? Cannibal Corpse, Dark Funeral, Immolation, and then someone else. I forget who else. It's like exactly.
Yeah, Cornbread knows. Cornbread knows.
But that'll be a fun show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to that one. It's in Athens.
Oh.
So I'm gonna make it like a little
day trip.
Overnight.
Oh.
Thing.
Okay.
Go up with Holly, get a room, go to the show.
Is that on what day is it?
It's a weekend.
Okay.
I forget if it's Friday or Saturday.
Gotcha.
I was like, yeah, go fucking see what Athens have to offer for a day and then watch death metal and a black metal band.
You know which venue they're at?
Georgia Theater.
Okay.
I saw Cannibal Corpse there once before.
That's like Tabernacle-esque
space? Yeah.
Okay, I know. I think I know where that one is. Man, Immolation rules.
Yeah, great album. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing them live.
Fuck yeah. I think I will always go see Immolation if it's convenient. That sounds bad.
Is it ever convenient?
No, it's never really convenient. Convenient would be me leaving my bedroom and going downstairs. It's like, oh hey, Immolation.
Yeah.
ready to play me a set?
You ready to rock?
But, relatively convenient.
Yeah.
Which still sounds bad. But, like, you have to understand, like, I've been pandemic trained. I don't go anywhere.
America Red Cross shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my jammies.
Yeah.
I don't go anywhere. Everywhere I go is an inconvenience. So to say that I will go to your show, especially if it's convenient, it still sounds bad.
Yeah.
I will always go see Immolation if they play Atlanta.
Yeah. Especially if they have other bands on the bill that you like.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I've given thought to because you see tours, and I know we're deviating a little bit, but it still revolves around Immolation here. But you see tours, and then you see, we'll say, all heavy metal realm, but drastically different styles, and I can only assume the thought process there is to bring in fans of the different genres.
Mm-hmm.
Cannibal Corpse and Dark Funeral, for example. Two drastically different bands. Doesn't make a lot of sense to go together, but I could see where someone would put that tour together to bring different audience members in, and people like me that can enjoy both.
Right.
But then you look at that same tour, and you get Cannibal Corpse and Immolation. So, for you, if you saw Cannibal Corpse and Immolation and they were in Atlanta, you would likely go.
Mm-hmm.
If you saw Cannibal Corpse and Dark Funeral in Atlanta, probably not.
Yeah.
Like, you would if it was on a weekend, if, like, you had friends were going for sure, or you had dinner plans. I could see if those circumstances were all lined up going to that show.
Right.
But Cannibal Corpse and Immolation, most likely.
No.
So, I'm slowly trying to learn, because I'm booking tours and stuff, how I want to approach it.
Okay, yeah.
And I think, as a fan, generally, if I can just go for depth of what the headliner is, maybe that's a better option. Just, like, get people more incentive to go out. Like, I know you like the headliner, whoever headliner is, get more bands that are similar-ish to it to really convince someone to go out instead of trying to pull from different pools.
Okay.
I
mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, it's more concentrated.
Right. Well, I mean, you're shaking your head, but yeah, it's true. But at that point, does band B on the bill bring out that many more people that weren't already going to the show? Does it add that level of audience attendance?
Right.
For the people that need more than one band to come out? Or do you get more people coming out for Dark Funeral? Like, which one's more?
Right. And, like, how would you even measure that? Really?
You don't. I'm sure someone has somehow.
Right.
I don't have an answer.
It seems like you'll need to, like, be doing this for, like, decades and keep track of attendance.
Right.
Of every possible, like...
But then who do you know who went to what? For what?
Yeah. Who the fuck knows? And who the fuck would actually want to, like, record all that data?
I wouldn't mind recording that data.
Yeah.
And doing some analytics against it. I would think that's fun as hell. It's just a matter of getting the data.
Right.
Like, I don't know how you do that.
Yeah, because...
Surveys post-show, I guess. Or
right.
Survey when buying a ticket, but that's a survey.
Right, and, you know, I don't want to bring up work, but, okay, so you know, recently at work we were talking about, you know, review rates and how often do people actually leave reviews and shit like that. The fuck knows, but probably very few people actually take the time to write out a review or rate something, because, honestly, your time's better spent doing something else.
Right. And the majority of people that will be doing that are likely doing it for a negative reason. Mm-hmm. You're not getting a true scope.
Right. There's always some sort of selection bias.
Right.
Or whatever it's called.
Yep. Immolation rules.
Fuck yeah. They'll buy this album a million times and make them... Give them an early retirement so we can get more music. And retirement as a day job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not music. They can't retire.
No,
from that.
They're not allowed.
No. There's a law, like, going through Congress right now.
It's unless there's an act of God, Immolation has to play until they're on their deathbed.
Yep.
Or their plane crashes.
Yep. And then there will be an act of God afterwards, which will revive them so they can keep playing.
And it'd be called Immolation.
Oh.
Necromolation?
Oh, okay. Necromolation.
Necromolation, yes. Burning dead things.
Hell yeah. Which is kind of what we just do anyways.
Yeah. Some people like tell other people that's really what they want to do when they die.
Right.
Is to get burned up. Just burn me up.
And that's what they all sound like. Burn me up.
Sprinkle my dust.
Dust. You make it sound like you just turn into a pile of dandruff. That's what happens when you get immolated. You turn to dandruff. Well, I would say that's a mission accomplished.
Yep.
Dingus and Dongus.
They Markle.